Hey, the Global Dark Skin Ambassador. I got another Rikers Island video. Currently making my second Rikers Island video of the day. It is New Year's Eve. I'm putting some outfits together, trying to see what I'm gonna wear out tonight. Cause tonight, of course, it's the time to party, get drunk, do miscellaneous drugs. But while I'm doing this, I'm thinking, why not give the people at least 2 Rikers Island stories, right? So what I want to talk about, which is another thing that I never see anybody talk about, is protective custody. People go into protective custody for different reasons, right? But what I feel like is protective custody is worse than being a daring dummy if you willingly were signed in, if you willingly signed in protective custody. And also, I always found it funny that half the dudes in protective custody, because you always walk past these dudes being in the corridor or whatever, I always found it funny how these dudes would really have a scowl on their face and still trying to act tough, but it's like, yo, bro, you in PC, you soft. Now, the only exception for PC where you still got to put an asterisk next to their name because they still in protective custody, but maybe it's not so bad. There are rare occasions where a guy has so much smoke. He been in so many different houses and got smoked out of that house, whether it's because he has street beef, and everywhere he go, people who he got beefing from outside is in there. So he don't willingly sign in per se, but every house he go to, he gets smoked out of. Eventually, they may feel like something real bad happened to you, so they'll sign you in the PC. I've heard that that's the case. I've also seen guys have a high ranking within the house and then they end up in PC before anything even happened to them. So the question is, were you worried that something was about to happen to you and then you signed in the PC to avoid the smoke? You know, it's funny, like it's weird. But being in protective custody is worse than being a day room dummy, because at least a day room dummy is in general population. It's dudes that act so tough out in the town. Like, for instance, this one guy from my block, his name is Johnny. I don't like him, and when I see him, I'm gonna slap him. He knows why, but this dude used to act so tough. He went to Rikers Island before me. When I went to Rikers Island, I'm looking for this dude because we were cool at the time. I'm looking for my mans so we could link up. Maybe I could get moved to his house or whatever. I could have him pulled to my house. I meet another guy. This dude is from Cortland, and I'm like, hey, bro, where Johnny at? He like, man, I was going to court. I seen Johnny in the PC pens. The PC pens is a specific pen where if it's court date, it's never too many protective custody dudes going to court on the same day. So all the borough pens be full up with a bunch of dudes going to court, except for the lone PC pen where it's 1 to 3 dudes and they just sitting there looking shook, looking like lames and bozos. Johnny was in a PC pen. Now, you're not going to hear me name a lot of people, especially people from my block, because out of respect for their moms and them themselves, if they haven't given me permission to say their name, I'm not going to say it. But this dude's a bitch-ass nigga, and he might already be a snitch, so who cares? SMD. But this dude was nowhere to be found. So he was in PC. It's more respectable to be a day room dummy than being PC, in my opinion, because I believe that they still had the same kind of ranking system in PC, but it's like all of y'all are in PC. So how you gonna try to be the toughest guy in PC and try to extort people and try to put your hands on people when you're in PC? You're not even the general population trying to do those things. Likely, you signed in the PC because you ain't want to deal with that type of heat. You know what I'm saying? There's more than one occasion or more than one reason into how someone can end up in PC. I mean, you could be involved in a real high-profile case that makes the front of the news. So, being that it's like that, the judge will fear that something bad can happen to you and you won't be able to make it to court, which means court won't make their money, the jail won't make their money because you'll be dead. Or something bad happen to you and the state could get sued. So they'll put you in PC. That's reasonable. Other times, like I said, you got smoked out of all the regular spots, so they put you on PC for a little while. That happens. Not often, but it happens. And then the other situation, which is majority of the time, you scared. You scared of the funk, so you sign in the PC. Cool, but you're soft though. I don't know why these PC dudes used to always try to have scowls on their face and act tough. It's like, bro, you in PC. If I beat you up in this corridor, I mess around and catch an extra charge. So I don't even know why you looking like this. Sign your behind out of PC and come over here where even the non-scared day room dummies is. Try to be a boss over here. Try to look tough in here where you can't be saved, where you will have to go in the cell and deal with me. Where you have to be in the day room and you have to deal with me or us or the whole house, depending on what the alignment is of the situation. You know, PC dudes acting tough on Rikers Island is hilarious. It's hilarious. Like you can't take yourself serious. Like, you're in PC. There's no point for you to yell out whatever gang you in. There's no point for none of these things. It's like you playing yourself, man. Who cares? PC is for the lames. It's lower than being a day room dummy, man. But I want to say peace and love. Happy New Year, everybody. That was my Rikers Island story.
Really the hottest nigga, you gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy, make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you. And I do what I gotta do.
Started. Please don't get me started.